So you might have heard of pollutions on Earth, like Nick talked about. But you may not have known that we have also been polluting the space above Earth with space debris. Space debris is what we abandon around Earth when we abandon around Earth orbit when we send rockets into space. Those debris travel at a speed of more than 17,000 miles per hour, or more than 5 miles per second. And according to NASA, with those speeds, the debris can potentially disintegrate any satellites or spacecraft that we send into space, and you will destroy our technology that we developed today, such as GPS satellites, communication satellites, and weather report satellites. To put it simply, space debris is a hazardous and deadly problem that could cripple our technology and stop us from going to space again with their dangerous speed. So in order to understand better what they are, we are going to take a look at what the details of the problems, some of the causes of the space debris, and some potential solutions. So the reason that they are so deadly is because of their speed, size, longevity, and chain reactions. In space, the scale of speed is a completely different story on Earth on Earth. With a speed of more than 5 miles per second, according to the European Space Agency, a debris larger than 4 inches across can easily disintegrate a spacecraft within a millisecond. And besides the bigger size of the space debris, there are more than millions of smaller debris that are smaller than 1 centimeter that cannot be tracked. And we don't have any way of tracking or preventing the collisions from happening between the smaller debris and our spacecrafts. For example, the ISS has been through several possible collisions with the space debris, and the astronauts were commanded to stay in their escape capsule in the event of possible collisions. There's another problem with space debris, and it is their longevity and chain reaction. Since there's little atmosphere drag in space, it takes from decades to centuries for the space debris to deorbit and disappear from the space. And with the amount of debris we have right now, which is more than millions of them, there's a great possibility that they will collide with each other and other spacecrafts, which will be making more debris and making it more possible to making more debris, making a domino effect. So there are causes of this problem, and it's solely our human. Rocket science is hard, and when we succeeded at sending rockets into space, we failed at sending them back. Since the 1950s, we started to send a spacecraft into space, and in the last 60 years, we have not cleaned up the space for even once. And the speed of and the rate of number of debris that we're sending up every year is increasing as well. To put that in perspective, it's equivalent of saying we are putting trash outside of a house that until we let the trash bury our house inside and we can't get out anymore. The other cause is that our inability to take technology that we have to solve these problems. According to Sue, a space expertise who expertise in space laws, suggests that besides technological difficulties, politics also plays a barrier in the process of solving these issues, in the sense that no one is willing to take the role of the first trash collector in space. However, we might still have a chance to take our space back and making it clean. Here are some of the potential solutions. The first step toward a solution is to get people being aware of the issue and supporting it. It's hard to accomplish something on a social scale without people knowing and supporting. People can make a donation or voting to a bill or a project that is helpful to solve the issue of the space debris. Currently, NASA is the leading organizations among those who are solving the space debris problem. The next step of the solution is for NASA to cooperate with other countries and organizations. So as a group, as nations being a group, and they will work together without self-interest to solve the issue. Now you know space pollution, and it is worse than we thought. Again, space debris is a hazardous and deadly problem that will cripple our technology and stop us from being able to travel into space again. And if we start to correct our mistakes now, we are doing ourselves a big favor. Thank you.